Hello, my friends. It's your brother Zen, and I wish you all a very happy Pisces new moon today. I want to start off by congratulating Miss Elin. She is going to be the winner of my free recorded 2-question reading. I had put out that last week for everyone who wanted to enter for the chance at it, and she is the winner, so congratulations. Also today, I thought I wanted to do a reading, with Pisces, with this new moon, and we're in Pisces sun season. Just so much of the Pisces energy happening right now. I just really felt this feeling of like this deep ocean feeling, and I kind of pictured angel fish, angels being, of course, supernatural beings of unconditional love that help us and guide us in our life. But I felt, because of the ocean feel, angel fish came to mind. So you're going to have a choice between 3 angel fish, which I'll put up a picture now. You can choose fish number 1, angel fishy number 2, or angel fishy number 3. And we'll go ahead and jump in to see what messages these deep diving angel fish have for us today. If you chose fishy number 1, then this is the reading for you. And I'm going to start off by pulling a card here from this numerology deck here. And we'll see what messages the angel fishy has for you. And as always, I just love to thank the Creator for their unconditional love for us and for being here with us. We also thank all our angels, our guides, our ancestors, and any of those loved ones who've gone to the other side, any of those unconditionally loving beings on the other side that want to be here with us and bring messages of love for us in any clarity. We thank you and we invite you. Excellent. We'll see what the deep diving angel fishy wants you to know for your life today. Because it's a new moon, this can be about seeds, things that are on your mind, things that are going to grow and get clarity between now and the full moon here in a couple weeks. So the new moon is a new beginning here for you. In what area? Like this one wants to show itself here. So we will start here with nature. This is number 74, which breaks down to number 11, if that has numerology clarification for you here. And I'll put that here. And we'll read from the book to see what the number 74 brings to your attention today. So this card indicates a need to spend quality time in nature. Nature has the ability to heal and replenish you when you're feeling tired, anxious, or depressed. Even a 10-minute walk outside will help revitalize, balance, and ground you. When you merge your energy with Mother Earth, you enhance your connection to the divine. Perhaps you've been spending too much time inside or around computers and electrical devices. Maybe you're feeling stressed, indecisive, or confused. So by drawing this card, you're being encouraged to improve your mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being by walking along a beach or in a garden or a park, hiking through the forest, bush, mountains, or desert, swimming in an ocean, a river, a lake, or a stream, taking a trip to the wilderness or countryside, going camping or horseback riding, gardening or having a picnic, lying in the sun, walking in the rain, or playing in the snow, or reading under a tree. When you align yourself with Mother Nature, you align yourself with the Source. This is a very powerful way to raise your vibration. The affirmation for this card is, I spend time in nature and align myself with Source. So a wonderful message, something to help you kind of balance and regain your sense of peace and connection with the Creator. And spend some time out in nature away from all that, those wonderful electronics and social media and all those vibrations that come in. Nature just really helps us get rooted and grounded into the important, and it allows just your mind to open up, your eyes to see distance, to see beauty, just to see the natural beauty of things. Excellent. Next, I feel like we want to pull a card here from the Return of Spirit deck. Let's see what additional message your angel fishies have for you here. Getting out in nature too, it just helps you get away from all the distractions so you can kind of sort things out in your life too. You know, you don't have all those things yelling at you for your attention. And you can just sit out there, and that's usually when you get like these clear messages that come to you. All right, and then this one is knowledge. And I love this card because this is, of course you can see kind of there's this person here, the arms, the head, you know, like the chest and the legs. And this is the connection with the creator, which the nature card was just talking about. When you're getting out into nature, you get to connect with this clear golden knowledge, you know, of the creator. You get to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. Getting out in nature too also helps you calm your fears, you know, and it just, when you get into that place of peace and calm, it's like being in the eye of the storm. You just come to this place where you can look at all the storm raging around you, but you find this peaceful place where you suddenly understand, one, you know, why maybe something is happening for you in your life. You know, you stop seeing it as life is happening to you, and you see that, okay, these things are coming to me, these things are obstructing me or pushing me in a different direction because, okay, you know, that's not really what I want, this is what I want, and maybe I'm just afraid. Sometimes like a job, a job can almost be like a relationship, right? You can be in something that's not healthy for you, but you're afraid to make that leap and jump. But when they break up with you or the company, you know, ends that relationship with you, it's almost like relieved. And yeah, in the beginning it hurts because you feel like you got rejected, but then you realize, okay, I wasn't going to make that leap myself, so something had to kind of give me a little oomph to take those steps. And I kind of feel like you're going to get some clarity like that if you spend time in nature. You're going to understand why things are happening in your life, why you know, these puzzle pieces were put out before you, and you're going to start to kind of put them together and just kind of see how that all comes into play there. But I don't feel like I'm supposed to read from the book on that one, so we're going to continue here. And I'm going to pull a card here from the Enchanted map because it feels like they want to give you some direction. You know, when you're swimming in the sea, sometimes you can get turned around and you don't know which way's which, so a nice little compass is always good to help guide you in a direction. So I think this is going to tell you what is your compass in life right now. Not that there's a right compass or a wrong compass. It's just awareness around what you feel your compass is. Just see what you want to do with that. So listening, this is number 53, which breaks down to an 8, which is the strength card in the tarot. But I really feel for you that chose the angel fishy number 1. Your compass right now is, and not in a rude way, but to shut up and listen and to shut out all that. You know, I love how they have big ears, but it's big flaps that are closed that's keeping out the sound. And it's like to be quiet, to open the ears, open the flaps, and just observe. And I love that this is so green, like the nature card here. And I feel like that's just an affirmation that if you can get out into nature and you can get into a quiet place, even if it's going in your backyard, just away from everything, and try not to think of everything you have to accomplish in your yard. You know, spring will come, you'll get to that, but now it's time for you just to kind of sit and listen. I also love that elephants are known for, you know, their great memory, and, you know, with this knowledge card here, it's just they're just fantastic creations. These, you know, giant elephants that just have this mysticism about them, just this ancient feeling about them. Just they're so strong. Again, strength card, they're strong. But they also, take time to enjoy nature. They take time to walk. They take time, even when they're unfortunately, killed for their tusks or, imprisoned and forced to work and different things like that. You just feel this inner strength that they're allowing it to happen because they're so big and so large and so powerful. They could do a lot of things, but they're allowing themselves to just be and experience life and to go through that. So listening and observing is a big message that's coming through there for me. All right, next I'm going to pull some cards here from the Light Seer's Tarot, just to get some additional clarity for you, for those that chose Angel Fishy number 1. Yeah, so I kind of feel like that tusk thing came up too. Whenever you feel like someone has victimized you and something is happening to you, that it's coming back to that life happens for you, and to kind of step back into that, knowing that this nature, this place that we came here on this physical plane, just has these adventures, these events that happen, and it's always happening for us, never to us. It's always happening for us. Even though we can't understand sometimes why would, like we have these why bad things happen to good people, and it's just no, things just happen to people, and they happen for a reason. Can I just fill 2 cards today? This Four of Pentacles is a pretty cool card to have, because not only is it, Pentacles is about the external world and about your value and about your security, and the purse here shows that, you feel you have enough, and you might even have to give to some of these people, that are in need out here outside the town. But she also kind of closes her eyes and glances to the town, and it's kind of like just a awareness that don't feel that what you have is not enough, and that we become envious of, this village, and that we want to have, we want to own an entire town, but we have enough inside us. We have enough with us always for this moment, and to just rest in that, knowing that you have everything you need inside you. You have everything you need in your life for this moment, and the future moments will have enough for that moment, because we will always get through every moment, or we won't. And in either case, we're going to be fine, right? Because if we don't get through the moment, we're going to be back on the other side full of, this place and awareness of being in unconditional love with no pain or suffering or any of these fear-based emotions we get to experience here. How life happens for us here to experience all those things. Or we'll get through it and we'll be fine, right? So it's a win-win. And I love that you got the Three of Pentacles, which shows that, with what you're wanting to do in life and where you're heading in life right now, that you're going to have not only the ability to teach others how to accomplish tasks and how to, overcome things in life and to move through things in life, but you're also going to have help and people that come to you to aid you in what you're wanting to do. So look for messages. I always love this. Reminds me of a stop sign. It's green, yellow, and red instead of the other way around. But that, you have the direction is out there. You just have to kind of, like we mentioned, listen, open your eyes and listen, right? And open your ears. But it's funny. It's like open your eyes and listen, because there's messages all around you. There is guidance around you. There is help around you. All right. And then I feel like I want to pull a card here from, this is the Oracle deck that I'm working on with the creator. I'm just going to pull a card here. Okay, what additional message would you like to give those that shows Fishy number 1? And one more time. So this one is Bye Bye Love, and this has a couple messages that come with this card here. And of course, this is, I love on the bottom how they give us the advice that 1 + 1 = 2 and 2 - 1 = 1. So whenever we have something or someone in our life, we're not a half and a half that makes a whole, and then when that other half leaves, we're not a full person. It's like we're a full, whole person. And when we get into a relationship or have interactions or have something that comes into our life that makes us feel even more, and that's extra. And so when that stuff leaves, then it just allows us to be, remain whole still. It's just that we've had a change in our life. Along with that is this mirror, and what this shows us is that when we lose love, especially, this is the Bye Bye Love card, whenever we lose love in our life, whether it's an intimate relationship or a friendship or, a family member or something like that, that these events happen, like I mentioned, life happens for us, that when these things happen, it's a mirror for us to understand how we feel about ourselves. When we feel loss in life, it's because, this little minus sign is kind of subtracting from our life, but it's not subtracting from who we are. It's just subtracting those extras that are happening in our life, whether it's love or like events, whether it's jobs or positions or circumstances in life or even things, whenever we have those things, they feel like they fill up our life, but if we're not full on the inside, it's still good. So when we lose things out of our life, if we feel lost, then that's the mirror for us to kind of question our worth and to question what is going on, within us. The orange around here is the sacral chakra, which talks about our relationship to other individuals and how we relate and define ourselves by those individuals that are in our life. So, I feel getting out in nature along with everything that's going on here is just to help you see that who you are, what your true worth is, and that it's okay to, mourn a loss or mourn something leaving our life for a moment, but it's also important to look at why would I ask that to happen to me? Why would I want to experience this feeling of loss? And how can I further understand that it's pointing me back to me, for me to understand myself more, to understand my worth more, to understand who I really am more, and just it keeps pointing us back inward, inward, inward. All right, and then I feel the last card I'm going to pull here from one of these little star seeds deck here, just to get your final message for today from your little angel Fishy here, and see what more your angels and guides and the creator want to mention to you. I feel like this is the one here. Yeah. So perfect card here to kind of sum up what I was talking about here. It says, see your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light, wisdom. So knowledge, wisdom, seeing why those things are happening. So those adversaries, those adverse things happening in our life are happening for you, and to, understand that there are opportunities, and what are those opportunities bringing you. So I hope this brought a little bit of deep diveness for your Pisces new moon today, and if it resonated with you, as always, I do always appreciate any support you give by any likes, shares, and subscribes for my channel. It just helps it grow, helps it, be shown for other people to see it as well, and to see what other people might get from these love messages from above. I do appreciate you so much. I wish you all the love, joy, peace, and laughter you can handle. You take care now. I love you. All right, if you chose Fishy number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Numerology deck, just to get the first message here. And I always like to start off each reading here just thanking the Creator for their unconditional love and for being here with us. We also thank and invite all our angels and our guides and our loved ones who've gone to the other side, and any unconditionally loving being on the other side that wants to be here with us and bring any messages of love. We thank you and we invite you all. All right, so we'll see what Fishy number 2, Angel Fishy, in your deep dive. Pisces new moon energy today. What would they like you to know about some new seeds planting here and what's going to unfold kind of over the next 2 weeks between now and the full moon? You got spiritual partnership, which 27 breaks down to a 9 as well. And I love this for you because it feels like it's a time to really, sorry, I'm just trying to get there we go. Trying to get the little reflection off of there. But I feel this is, a spiritual partnership, not so much like a human partnership, more like connecting to your spirit guides, to your guardian angel or your angels, or to someone who's gone to the other side, that you're just going to feel this connection with them over the next 2 weeks, because this Pisces new moon and Pisces season coming into the age of Aquarius, the veil is just getting thinner and thinner where we can start hearing, seeing signs and messages from them so much. In the book says that this card indicates a time when a significant spiritual relationship is about to be forged. Perhaps it comes in the form of a friendship between like-minded souls, or a similar journey toward enlightenment. Or maybe it's a master-disciple relationship where an important individual enters your life. The saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and when yours arrives, he or she will assist you in expanding your spiritual knowledge. And again, I really feel for you, this is not going to be like a human walking upon the earth, but it's going to be this higher awareness, this higher connection to the spiritual world, to the spiritual side. Even it being the Creator, depending on, it's going to be different for everyone, of course, since this is a general reading, but it's going to be a spiritual individual on the other side of the veil. And it talks about during the course of this relationship you have, you will play a role both of teacher and student, and the wisdom gained from this experience will enhance your connection to the Creator. Perhaps a spiritually minded person will broaden your understanding of the divine. Maybe you become a catalyst in another's spiritual journey and help that individual on his or her path. Regardless of the form of this spiritual relationship takes, it will serve your greater good. So pay attention to the speakers, the teachers, and authors whose teachings you respect. Be on the lookout for people on a journey similar to your own, and embrace the opportunity to enhance your spiritual growth. And the affirmation for this is, through a sacred spiritual relationship, I deepen my connection to Source. So I really feel, that this is just a calling to connect to that higher spiritual realm, to the people on the other side. And I do feel that when it talks about that student-teacher roles that you play, that as you connect with the higher, that the information you receive, the wisdom you get, the awareness you get, is just going to flood out of you to people around you, and that other people are going to learn about their lives, and it's going to spark awareness in them because the awareness that you are getting within yourself. Next, I'm going to pull a card here from I Love This Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Harnish. Let's pull another card from here. See what additional clarification Fishy number 2, Angel Fishy, has for you. All right, what additional message do you have for those that chose the second fish, please? Okay, really feel this one here was speaking your name. Yep, frequency shift. This is perfect because this is all about raising your love vibration and raising the frequency of your life and where you're at. You know, we're always in a state of love. Sometimes it's a lower vibration of love because fear is kind of rooting us deeper into the earthly plane and all the chaos that's going on. And then sometimes it's at a higher when we're away from that and we're focused in on the divine and attached to the other side. So it's, you know, our vibration can be at different levels. Our frequency of listening and connecting to the other side, like we talked about in the spiritual relationship, that can vary depending on our choices and our, you know, of the moods and emotions that we're choosing. So we can do, you know, to raise your love vibration, it's to try to choose as often as you can unconditional love, joy and laughter and peace. When we focus our energy on that, that's what grows and grows and grows, right? Same thing as if we're focusing on fear, you know, depending on what the kind of news we're watching, the music we're watching, the people we're surrounding ourselves with, you know, all those things are bringing in messages to us. And yes, we can stand in the middle of that when we're really strong in our frequency. Like if we're always here, we can go into here, you know, into the lion's den per se, and not be bitten because we're just in a whole different place. But until we get up to that point, the less we focus in on that and the more we focus on those other things, the more we kind of stay at that higher love vibration. And so that's the message I'm getting on here for you for that. And then next I'm going to pull a card here from the Enchanted map just to get us some direction. And for these, it's like, you know, when you're in the bottom of an ocean and you get kind of knocked around by you know, those currents that are under there, and you kind of lose your direction and you're like, where's where, you know. Having a compass helps us. And so this card is going to tell you a little bit about what your compass is, or how you can find your way, your position, what's your north. I feel like that one is the one there. Yep, Field of Dreams. What I love about this reminds me of this, the celebration card, the Three of Cups in the tarot, because it's usually three, kind of shows like three sisters or three women celebrating with cups, and these three fairies just kind of bring that out to me here, that they're just in this place of celebration, kind of the dream world too. You know, the Field of Dreams, the movie, you build it, they will come, right? It's an old movie for those youngsters that are watching this. But on the 21, 2 + 1 is 3 and 2. So that just kind of speaks to me of the power of the three there. But your compass is to pay attention to your dream world and look beyond this illusion of this life and know that there's something bigger, something grander. And if you haven't looked into lucid dreaming, look into that. You can, usually on YouTube, they have a lot of videos on how you could lucid dream and information on that, but it's a way for you to connect to the other side in your dreams as well. And you might have noticed recently, especially as we get closer to the full moon, you'll also, you know, start dreaming a lot more just detailed and specific, and it almost feels like those dreams are real. And just pay attention a lot to your dreams, you know, as that time comes here. All right, and then I'm going to pull a few cards here from the Light Seers Tarot just to get us some clarification for you. See if there's any other messages that the little angel fish number 2 wants to bring for you. All right. What additional messages do you have for those that chose Fishy number 2. Okay, go like these two here. So, when I was talking about the Three of Cups, here you go. So that's the exact one that I was talking about. So if you needed affirmation clarification, that the spirit world is the one that's wanting to talk with you, your spirit guides, your angels. There you go. You just can't make it up. Just can't make that up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yep. And then you have the Page of Wands, which the Page of the Wands is, all about your inner love magic, your inner love energy. This is the wand. It's like your magic wand that allows you to bring that love into the world. It's the spark that's within you to connect. And so the love energy, I just feel, is just swirling around you, and you're just going to feel that as you connect. And to this other side here, you're just going to feel just this amazing flood, almost electrical, inside you. So don't hold it in, celebrate it, throw your wand up, dive into that. Don't be afraid, because love energy, unconditional love energy, is from, the other side there. And I love that there's purple and purple and purple. That's your crown chakra. That's your connecting to your higher realms, your higher self, as well. And then I'm going to pull some cards here from an oracle deck that I'm working on with the creator. Let's see if there's any additional messages here. Well, obviously there's going to be a card at least, so there will be a message. It'll either affirm what we've already talked about or give you more clarity. So for those that chose Fishy number 2, there you go, you get 2 popped out here. And I love this. This is the solar plexus chakra, which this has to do with getting to know yourself. The root chakra is how we kind of relate and understand ourselves with a tribe. The sacral chakra, the orange one, is about how we interact with one individual, like relationship one-on-one. And then the yellow chakra is how we understand ourselves and get to know ourselves. And it's our power of choice. So this is where we change our habits, our willpower, our supposed to be's and shoulds are questioned. We question those. We come to a new reality, like we talked about, and turning down the fear noise. So exactly as I was talking about, we turn down the fear noise by focusing on the other stuff. We raise our vibration with love. And it talks about here on you can meditate. I unconditionally love the world. It's a 4-part meditation, which I will put in the description box below. And you can look into that, because that helps balance your solar plexus chakra as well. So I love that there's yellow in here too. Yep. And this is the conditional love laws. This is the source of our fears, the source of this plane of existence that we're on, because it's all the things that we think are supposed to happen in order for us to be lovable and acceptable. And what we're afraid of is that we're going to break one of these rules, and that we're going to be unlovable and rejected, which this long list has contradictory stuff on it. So you're guaranteed not to meet 100% of these. You cannot. It's designed where you cannot meet. You cannot ever get a score of 100%. It's designed to where we can't, because it's designed to turn us back inward and understand unconditional versus conditional. So, this is the unconditional world that you're connecting with. And I love what the creator gives us on the bottom is how to convert this into unconditional love, peace, and joy, is realize you have your own adventure map, that this strict list of how things are supposed to be, how you're supposed to wander around the amusement park and ride all these rides, that you have to go to ride 1 first, then ride 2, ride 3, and it's such, but this adventure map is you get to go all over the place however you want, so you get to choose. And it comes back to this power of choice. is you get to choose. You get to question all those, like I said, you're supposed to be's and shoulds. You get to question those and realize, where did I learn that? And is it really true? Am I really have to do all that? Not really. And the last thing, I'm going to pull a little card here from the Starseed deck just to get your final message from your little angel fishy and see what they wanted you to know. All right, what's your final message? Okay, I just feel that one is wanting to jump out here. Yep. Light. It's time to reveal your radiant light to the world. So your radiant light is in here. And to yourself too. First seeing the light for yourself and understanding what truly you are, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. That's who you really are. This little bitty human that you're playing down here is connected, like this umbilical cord. And when you reignite that connection or realize that connection, become aware of that connection, you just start to see things bigger and bigger and bigger. You start to see, like it mentioned here, a new reality. So I love this for you. Well, hopefully the little angel fishy brought you what you needed to hear today. And if this resonated with you, I always appreciate any support you give, absolutely. So any likes, subscribe, shares you give, I definitely deeply appreciate that. I do wish you all the love that you can handle, all the unconditional love, the peace, the joy, and laughter. I wish you all the best, and you take care now. I love you. And if you chose fishy number 3, then this reading is for you. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Numerology deck, just to see what your little fishy or angel fishy has for you. And I do love just to start off my readings by just thanking the Creator for their unconditional love and invite them to be here with us. And also any of our angels, our guides, our loved ones who've gone to the other side, our ancestors, and any of those unconditionally loving spirit beings that are on the other side, we welcome you and we thank you for your love and for your presence. All right, so let's see what your angel fishy wanted to give you here. Okay, I really think that wanted to come out here, so we will go with this one, which is awesome. Happy ending to your beautiful story, and that's a 93, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, in case that resonates with you here. And I just love the vibrance of this, the yellow and the purple. And I love that the feeling I had with this is like a story, like and they lived happily ever after, that there's this awareness that they want you to bring you around the they're calling it like a bedtime stories, all these stories that you have, these fantasies of life that, oh, this is going to be a happy ending, this is when I'll be happy, when I reach the end of the story and we live happily ever after. So they're wanting to bring awareness around this. And actually, they don't even want me to read this piece of this book here because they want to focus in on that. Because, of course, this could mean, normally it could mean, a good sign that things are going to end in a positive way and turn out great, But for this new moon, for this deep dive in the bottom of the deep blue sea, this angelfish wants to kind of bring up that subject with you. So we'll look into that. And I'm going to pull a card here from this Return of Spirit deck by Cheryl Harnish. I love this deck. And we'll see what additional clarification we have around happy endings. All right. What additional information do you have for those that chose Angelfish number 3? This one here. Okay, this is the feline here. And you can see the picture there. And I just had a flash of from Shrek, the Puss in Boots cat, which is pretty funny. But we'll see what she says in her little book here. But I love, because there's this meme that they're putting into my head and reminding me of, it has where, the really sad face of the Puss in Boots cat. He's like, oh, and everyone's like, oh. But when he doesn't get his way, then, he turns into the hissy cat and has a sword and stuff. So I guess that is coming in here too. I love that this is also a lot of purple and a lot of yellow that matches this. But so the story that's coming along is in this fairy tale that they're having unfold here for you is that, when we don't get our way, then we kind of take on that sad pussycat to get what we want. When we don't, then we turn into the ferocious cat. So in addition, this card means perhaps it feels as though nothing is happening for you at the moment. Life does have its lulls and downtime. The feline card has come to let you know that it's just a short time. The action is going to kick in. Get ready for it. The energy of the cat is strong within this fractal image, and the cat has a strong message for you as well. While it may feel as if you're not making any progress in your life at this moment, everything is in effect in its perfect order. Cats love their sleep, and this is a cue for you to take this time to really rest. The feline card might also indicate a need to have a massage or body work. Being rubbed and touched by a set of caring hands can do wonders for your body and spirit as well. Another aspect of cat energy is playtime. The feline card is asking that you get plenty of it. When you do go out, make sure that you do things which really bring you joy. Have fun and enjoy this quiet period in your life. Things are not going to remain still for much longer. You're about to take a giant leap forward in your life, just as a cat sits perfectly still in the grass as it watches its prey. You're also being asked to allow for that stillness. When everything aligns and the timing is right, your instincts are going to tell you it's time to leap. And when you do, you will bound higher and farther than you ever thought you could. Your aim will be precise, landing you directly on that which you have had in your sights. So take the time now to play around. Enjoy the quiet as you mentally focus on where you want to go in your life. The next big burst of energy is going to take you there in a single powerful leap. Wonderful. So that does sound like a happy ending too. So there's kind of two storylines going along with this today. Next I'm going to pull a card here from the Enchanted Map Oracle. And for this one, they were showing me just when you're, either you're caught in a wave and you kind of are rolled and you have no idea which way's up or down, or maybe you're down in the ocean and you get in this current and you get wrapped around and you don't know which way's up, which way's southwest, whatever, that it's important to have a compass and understand what is navigating you. So this card is going to tell you more of what's navigating you or what you can use to help navigate you. So it's about your compass. All right, what additional message do you have regarding the compass? Okay. For number 3, Angel Fishy. Encouragement. So this is awesome. So number 9 here. So your compass to help you get through this storyline of when things don't seem to be going the way you want them to, or you feel you're being manipulated by the Puss in Boots eyes and then being poked by the Puss in Boots when you don't do what other people want you to do, when, like it says, your dreams are not unfolding as fast as you want them to, all of that. Just be encouraged. Just know that you have a higher, a giraffe is higher, taller, right? But you have a higher source that is watching out for you. The mother and the father of all things, our wonderful, unconditional living creator, has life unfolding for you, knows your dreams, knows what you want, knows what you need what you've asked for in your life, what you truly asked for. You know, we have our fear, ego, mind that thinks of all the things that it thinks it needs, but we have our higher self too that knows, you know, we're an image, we're spitting image of our higher, you know, the creator. We're little mini creators. We asked for things before we came down here. We wanted to experience things before we came down here. So just know the story is unfolding perfectly according to the script, and we get to experience what we feel as we go through it. They kind of showed me this picture of like a ride at Disneyland, and you know, as you're going through the ride, it might seem like things are out of control, but it's perfectly designed to feel like it's out of control. But no matter what we're experiencing around us, we get to decide how we're going to react to everything that's unfolding and, you know, whatever's going on in the ride. We can be like, woohoo, and laughing hysterically as we're getting whipped around like a roller coaster, you know, going through a ride. Or we can be scared to death and white-knuckled, and, you know, we get to choose what we experience as we go through all of that. And I just love all the yellows that are in here as well. All right, next I'm going to pull a couple cards here from this light Seer's Tarot here, just to get some clarification here for us. For those, it shows Fishy number 3. All right, what else would you like those that chose Fishy number 3 to know? Okay. Any others? One more time. Nope. Just get the one card on this one. And this is perfect for you too, because the Two of Pentacles, the Pentacles, of course, are about possessions in the external world and the physical kind of things that are going on with all that. And what I love about this Two of Pentacles in this deck is it shows this is like the spirit world and this is like the physical world. And so this is about balancing in between both worlds and understanding that there's both a higher story and, you know, a lower story going on. So it kind of goes in with this that, you know, there's this higher story of getting to understand who you are, you know, through all the things that are unfolding. And then there's the, you know, the bedtime story that we're believing in, but that there's always for our highest good. It's always for us, not to us. And it's about remembering that there's two of us that are inside us. There's this physical being here that walks upon the earth, which is our fear ego and the character that we chose to play as we come down here, but then also our higher self. This is the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, which is what we really are. This is just a little character we play for the sake of the drama, for the story, but this is really who we are, and that we're eternal and that we're forever. These things are temporary, so being temporary, it's all about rushing through and wanting to get to the end of things, wanting to make sure things unfold exactly right, because it knows it has a certain amount of time within this drama before it has a death scene. But our higher self knows it's eternal and forever, so it's not in a rush. It's like, why rush to get to the ending? Because, you know, I'm forever, so I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to enjoy the story as we're going along. I'm not trying to get to the end of the story. And then next I'm going to pull a couple cards here from this oracle deck I'm working on with the creator. Let's see what additional clarification your little angel fishy wants to bring to you. Okay, what else would you like for Fishy number 3 people to know? Okay, any others? Nope. Okay. This one came up here first too. So I love this one because indifference means that, like, the passion in the life seems to have gone to where sometimes you just lay in bed and you're just like, maybe if I lay here long enough, they'll just eventually find the body, and, you know, I just have no reason to get out of bed. I have no reason to want to get out of the bed in the morning. And I always say, because the bottom here is rise from the dead, and this is about finding your passions again. It's like that adrenaline needle that they. I always have that. The movie just suddenly went on my head, but it has Uma Thurman. She was dying, and I think it's John Travolta does the in her heart with the adrenaline. She's like, and it's like, rise from the dead, find your passion again. And the reason why we get into this point of where we're feeling this is because we get tired of the story not ending. I almost saw Sleeping Beauty now too, because of the fairy tale theme that they had. You have this Sleeping Beauty, and to rise from the dead is to find your passion again. And it's not about finding a prince, something outside of you. It's about finding that passion inside of you, and that's about finding this balance and reconnecting to your higher self there, knowing that you have encouragement from above here as well. And then you got the throat chakra here, which is all about communication, speaking, action, the mirror of contrast, creativity. And I love that for this card, because this is about not acting, not feeling you can speak your truth, not feeling you can act out your passion out. This is all about connecting to your true self, connecting to that higher self, to where you can act. Because the throat chakra, of course, is at the throat, but also if you hold your arms out straight outward from your sides, where you look like kind of a cross, your arms are at the same level as like your throat area. So it's all about your actions and doing those things that make your heart sing, that bring you passion here. And a way you can how you can balance this throat chakra is through this meditation I mentioned on here, which is I unconditionally love the world. And I'll link in the description box below the 4-part meditation on here. But the I conditionally love the world is the final piece of it, because you start off by connecting to the Creator and realizing that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And that love just flows down into you. It just starts filling you up, where you're so full, you suddenly realize that you are not only loved unconditionally, but that you are made of unconditional love. And then you fill up, and the overflow flows out to the world. And that's where this comes from. I unconditionally love the world. So I mentioned it was the last one, but that's actually the third one out of the 4. And the fourth one is when you get that flood of like that tide back from the world, and you realize that like you, the world is also made of unconditional love. But for your focus, this is about how you can share your unconditional love of the world, how you express your passion, how you express your heart to the world. All right. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Star Seed deck here to see what final message your little fishy, your angel fishy, had for you. Oh, there we go. Yep, strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. So happy ending. So, a way to end this here, you have the strength, you have the power, you have the ability, you have the capability, and there's a world of possibilities ahead here. Just, be encouraged and just understand that there's 2 stories going on. There's the story of how you think things are supposed to be and should be and unfold, but there's a higher purpose of why you're here, to share your unconditional love with the world. So these are things that you've been told on what you're supposed to do and who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to accomplish, what success means. But this is whole message from your little fish is to question your story, because when it becomes like work, you become indifferent and you're like, ugh, this is what I'm supposed to do. It feels empty. But when you find that passion in your heart for how you really want to share your love with the world. Not what everyone's been telling you you're supposed to, but how you really want to do it. You wake up in the morning going, wow, I can't wait to get out of bed and get started. Whereas the other is like, oh God, do I have to get up? So, well, I hope you enjoyed the message here from your little angel Fishy. As always, I appreciate any support you give me. Any likes, shares, or subscribes are very much appreciated. I wish you all the love, joy, and peace that you could possibly handle. You take care now, and I love you. Bye-bye.